button. Welcome to our Monday Mindset Call. We're here each and every Monday where we get together here to get our minds right and position ourselves in a state of gratitude to be able to go forward into the week to go and do what it is that we need to get done with a clean heart, pure heart and clean hands as we do so all together. So it's great to be here. Today's topic is entitled Start. Last week, we spoke about finishing strong, finishing the end of the month, making sure that we were good finishers. But there's also something about starting, okay? I want you to write that in the chat box. Start, S-T-A-R-T, start. And as I was thinking about this, I was thinking to myself, how much untapped potential is in the graveyard because people did not start? How many people said they were going to do something tomorrow and tomorrow never came? How many people have so many skills, talents, and gifts that they just didn't have the courage to start? And I thought about it and I was like, if one thing I don't want to be is I don't want to be that person that shies away from doing what I know that I'm supposed to do. And a lot of the time we know it's fear, it's the unknown, it's, so many factors. And we're not here to talk about the factors of why we don't start things that we should. But I think we all know that the people that are the most successful at something had started. I think we know that if we start with the end in mind and we know that, look, there's a payoff to this, potentially we're going to be able to start. And when I say start, the starting starts with the decision. It starts with the mind. It starts with the thought process of knowing, okay, I'm going to do this, right? Knowing that I've got to do this, knowing that there's something telling me that I need to do this. Now, how many of you know right now that there are some people that can't even get to that stage? And I tell you, there's a stage where there are some people that tell themselves, I would love to start, but there's no way I'm going to be able to start. I just can't do it. They're in that place of they just cannot see a change. They can't. They're so deep into the current situation, so deep into where they're at right now that they cannot fathom anything else. And then they tell themselves these words that are lies, by the way, that they can't do it. I can't start. I don't have the skill. I actually don't have the time. I don't have the energy. I don't have the resources. I don't have the money. I don't have the friends. I don't have the connections. I don't have the technology. There are so many barriers and excuses and reasons and things that are put in place where the mind cannot even fathom an opportunity to start, an avenue to start, because there's just so many barriers. And it starts with the conversations that we have with ourselves, with the words that we tell ourselves. You all know I say word is seed. And the seeds that we sow into our mind is fertile to the words that we sow into it. And that's what will grow a harvest. So if we sow barriers, we sow negativity, we sow the limitations into our mindset, then what we then reap and what we then see as a harvest is low progress or no progress or slow progress or staying the same, stagnancy. And so you have these types of people that say, no, I can't start. I've got too many things, there's so many reasons. You know, it's so simple. A reason I was speaking to my mother years ago, and she's excellent at baking cakes. She's one of the best that I know. This woman can bake. And I remember saying to her, okay, I get so excited. Let's do an Instagram page and, let's put it out there. You can sell. She's like, no, I can't. What if the government find out? They'll stop my benefits. And I remember saying to her, well, how much are your benefits? Now, I can't remember the amount, but it was so small. And I said, well, how many cakes would you need to sell on a monthly basis to be able to make that money and some? And we worked out it was 2. So I said, you're holding back your gift and your skill and your talent because you're scared. But actually, the number's so low. Do you think, how many cakes do you think you can sell? How many cakes do you sell now, word of mouth? This is about 5, 6. So if you went on Instagram and you even sold 1 or 2 more, do you not know how that door would open for you? Do you not know how you are living in your limitation right now for a fear of losing something that isn't really providing for you anyway? How many of us are so hooked and tied onto something that doesn't serve us, really? Or it could be something that's a habit, or something that we just got so used to that we can't fathom. Me, it was my old job. I couldn't fathom. All I'd done was work there for 15 years. All I'd done was answer to, the company and follow their protocol and their rules. I couldn't see myself outside of that company. It was like, what would I do? Who would I be? How would I survive outside of this job? And those jobs are so good at making you feel like you need them, making you feel like you have nowhere else to fit in, making you feel like if you ever left them, you'd be missing something. And it holds you back to the point where you do not decide to take that. It's not even you don't decide to take the leap. You don't even believe. You're telling yourself that this is where you have to be. You don't even have the hope to start. There's not even starting, it's not even in your paradigm, because you're fixated in the fact that I need to be here. This is where I need to be at. And I said, okay, so those are those people. Those people don't know what they don't know. They're in that box of don't know what you don't know. And then you have the people that know what they don't know. It's like, no, I need this. So these people are saying, no, I actually do need this. They see it. They almost believe it. They're like, yes, this is something that will really, really help me. This is something I know I need to do. But next week, next month, next year, when I turn 50, when I turn 60, when I get married, when I win the lottery, has anyone heard that one? When I lose weight, when I get another job, when I'm able to clear all my debts, when I'm in a better financial position, and that's called the adulthood problem. The adulthood problem says that I'm going to do something, but it's dependent on when something else happens. It is a human condition that we have, that we put barriers in front of us having to do something. When my kids start school, when I get my divorce, once I finish this project at university, once I speak to a friend who can tell me it's okay, there's a I will do it when. Once I get my church to okay it, once people approve of me. And those people, they understand that what they need to do is what they need to do. But they're living in fear. They are hiding behind things that don't even matter because of fear. Now, this could be fear of failure. It could be fear of success, Fear of failure means I don't want to even attempt to do it because I don't even know if I'm good enough. I don't know if I can do it. I don't know. I know it's possible for others, but I don't really know if it's possible for me. I've been told by my parents that I'm never going to amount to nothing. I was told by a school teacher that all I would be, you know, I was told by this person I'd end up in prison. I was told that I'd never be able to do this. I don't believe in myself. There's no way. Fear of failure. I'm always going to fail. I always fail at everything. Nothing's ever good happened to me. So what's the point? Like, no, I don't think that I'm able to do this. And then you have the fear of success. The fear of success is, what if it does work? It means I'm going to need to do more work. What if it does work? There may be some consequences. It may mean that people might depend on me. It may mean that I now have to be a role model. It may mean that I may have to start living a certain lifestyle that I've been hiding away from. It may mean more responsibilities. It may mean more dedication. It may mean more time. It may mean more. And now the fear of success is meaning, oh my God, I had someone say to me, but Nikki, if I have to earn the money that you're earning, do I have to do what you do? Do I have to do those calls? And do I have to do this? And do I have to do that? And am I going to have to be speaking in public? And am I going to have to be running events? Oh my God, am I going to have to be doing this? Do I have to wear glasses and a hat as well? No. Right? All of a sudden, all of these things start coming to your mind. And now you're fearing the success you haven't even had yet. Have you had this? I've had some people say, Nikki, what if I make this money in trading? Am I going to have to pay tax on the money? Am I going to have to, like, now all of a sudden we're putting all of the fear of success cripples people. How about we make the money first and then we'll have a conversation about it? How about we do what needs to happen first and then we can see, like, the people that fear are worried about things that may never happen. Oh, but I'm a realist, Nikki. I just want to weigh up everything. You can't weigh up everything. You're going to do your head in. Some of us are overthinkers to the point where we cripple ourselves. How many of you think overthinking is normal? It's not. How many of you are overthinkers? You have a spreadsheet for the spreadsheet. You literally have a spreadsheet for the spreadsheet. So you put all your thoughts in one spreadsheet, then you work out which of those thoughts, you calculate it by 10, then you're dividing it by pi, and then you're adding it on another spreadsheet, and then you've calculated it. It may not be your thoughts, it may be your shopping list. You've got a shopping list on paper, then you've got it on your phone, then you've taken a picture of it just in case you lose the shopping list on the way to the supermarket. Overthinking. Overthinking to the point where you have all these plans written down in your book, and you've not executed one of them because you thought about it too much. You know you need to do it, but the overthinking is crippling you. You know you need to do it, but you're just thinking, what will people think? What if I am successful? People are going to think I like money too much? What if I am successful? People are going to think I'm too nice, now I've lost all the weight? What if I am successful? What if I do buy a house? Do you know when I bought my first house, I hid it. I was like, people are going to think I think I'm special because I'm 21 and I've got a house. Why are you thinking what other people's thinking? What other people are thinking is not your business. That fear of success, fear of responsibility, fear of rejection. Oh, I don't want to do it because I might have to do sales. I might have to sell something and people may say no. I might have to make myself a bit vulnerable. But what if he doesn't propose to me? I might have to have some boundaries. What if he leaves me? I might have to put myself out there. And what if no one shows up? That fear of rejection is crippling you. What if I get tongue-tied and no one hears what I'm saying and they laugh at me? What if I don't look the part? What if they look at me? This is the fear of fitting in now. What if I am so different that everybody starts staring at me and thinks I'm a crazy person? What if I'm too weird? What if I'm too odd? What if I don't have as much money as everybody else? What if I don't say the right things? What if I rip my tights on the way there? What if I break my heel by the time I get there? I mean, if you live in the land of what if, nothing would get done. Can you imagine? I did this exercise. I'll do it with you all now. And I want you to write in the chat box to me, what's the biggest risk you've taken today? Because the fear of risk cripples some people. What's the biggest risk that you've taken today? Nikki, I haven't taken any risks today. I've done quite pretty standard things. Not taken any risks, haven't you? What are the risks that you've taken today? You've had 2 babies today. And you're on this call. Oh, not today. Okay, phew. I was going to say, you are determined to get your mind right. What's the risks that you've taken today? Someone tell me, what have you taken? What risks have you taken today? I've seen getting in the car. Getting in the car is definitely a risk. Could have had a crash. Why did you not stop and say, look, I'm going to get back into bed because I could have crashed my car? Why did you not say, you know what, I'm not going to get in the car because this is a huge risk? Had a goal, wanted to get somewhere. So you decided the risk was worth it. What other risks have we done today? Whatever risks have we taken today? I want to take it so deep to you. Let me tell you a story. The moment I woke up this morning and I did my prayers, I did my affirmations, looked at my goals, the moment I put my foot on the floor, I could have twisted my ankle and dropped straight away. The risk of me moving my leg, I could have literally broke my ankle. Dare say me walking to my ensuite bathroom, I could have slipped on that floor, sat on the toilet, did a pee, got up, brushed my teeth. I could have cut my tongue on my toothbrush. My toothbrush could have literally choked me to death. Right? Gargled my mouth. I could have choked to death. Right? Put my toothbrush back. Went, heard my phone ringing. I actually ran to get my phone. I could have slipped and fell and bust my head on the floor, just running to get the phone. Right? Walking down the stairs. Now I got 2 sets of stairs. I could slip and broke my neck. Went into the kitchen. Oh my God, here's hazard life now. Hazard life. I've gone into the kitchen. I pressed the kettle mighty. The kettle could have blew up on my fingertips. I could have got an electric shock. Water, electric. Let's not start talking about making the breakfast. It's not even 10 o'clock yet. It's still morning. Taking about 30 risks. Dare say, I haven't got to the car yet. Right? I've picked up the hot tea and the bowl of cereal at the same time, walking to the dining room. I could have burnt myself, guys. I could have literally burnt myself and hit my head with a Cheerios box. Put cereal down. Could have choked on the milk. Could have choked on the tea. Right? Had a bath today. I didn't have a shower. I could have slipped, banged my head, bust my head on the ceramics, burnt myself with hot water because I don't normally check the water. Silly me, sometimes I get in and like, how many risks are you taking every single day, but you psychologically don't tell yourself it's a risk? We are taking risks every single day. Why'd you brush your teeth? It's a risk. You could literally hurt yourself brushing your teeth, but you still take the risk. You got into the car, you drove, despite knowing there are car accidents, despite knowing that people die from car accidents. You still, some of you, you crossed the road not at the traffic lights. Oh my God. And you're running across the road as well. You ain't just walking, you're sprinting. I saw a lady with a pushchair blowing across the I'm like, oh my God. So we've got some risk takers on the call. But when it comes to you taking the risk to start your business, when it comes to you taking the risk to speak to a stranger, when it comes to you taking the risk posting on social media, all of a sudden, I don't take risks. Oh, I'm risk adverse. Oh, I don't take risks. I'm not a risk taker. Oh, this sounds dangerous. I'm not too sure about this. You haven't got to work yet. Some of you work in high risk workplaces. Some people work around bleach. Some people work around children that are crazy. Especially if you're in America, I'm hearing children shooting teachers. Like, it's not, just to go out your house is a risk. But you take that risk every day. Anyone use a microwave here? A microwave, literally. Has anyone ever, like, stupidly, when you're younger, put like foil in the microwave? Have you done that before? What a stupid. I remember me and my sister, we were so young and we wanted to warm something up in the microwave. We put foil in there and the microwave blew up. Fire! And our mum wasn't in the house. So we were there like, we could have blew the house up. Oh my gosh, we were in big trouble when she got home. Blew out the microwave. There are so many risks. You're scared of risk taking. You take risks every day. But you take calculated risks. Subconsciously or consciously. Yeah, you don't ever take out that hot plate out the microwave. Oh my God, burn off your fingers. And if you're drinking that hot tea on your tongue and it burns for days. If you sat and pondered over all the risks that you take on a daily basis, you'd never get anything done. You never. You'd never get anything done. Now there's calculated risk. So you can sit here and say, okay, what's the risk to reward? The risk is the microwave could blow up. The likelihood of it blowing up is probably 1 out of 100. I think it's quite safe. The reward is I'm going to warm up my food. I'm going to get something warm in my stomach. You weigh up that risk and you say, I'm going to use that microwave. It's going to save me time. It's going to feed me. It's the same with your purpose. It's the same with business decisions. It's the same with, relationship decisions. You weigh up the risk to reward. What's the likelihood that this is going to happen? What's the best case scenario if I take this risk? The fear of risk cripples so many people. Another fear, the fear of being different. That validation, that piece, cripples people. Well, nobody I know is doing it. You would rather stay in debt because everybody you know is in debt than do something different to free yourself. Mercy. You would rather stay in a relationship where you're getting battered every single day so that you can keep that title of wife so that other people do not know what's going on in your life than you actually saving your life. You would rather stay at a job that you hate because that's what you've always done than you to branch out in faith and do something different. You'd rather wear black all the time because you're hiding away, hoping nobody notices you, hoping you can fade in at the back. You tell yourself you're shy. You tell yourself you're quiet. You tell yourself you're reserved as an excuse to play small. You tell yourself you got low self-esteem. You tell yourself everybody's against you. You tell yourself you have an unfair disadvantage. You tell yourself all these narratives so you can hide behind, I just want to fit in with everybody else. That fear of not fitting in, the fear of not being like everybody else, the fear of standing out because everybody's going to be looking at you. Cripples you, cripples purpose. The fear. Do you know what other people, there's another thing that I've noticed. The fear of investing in oneself. I've seen individuals that will spend thousands on other people and they will not invest a penny in themselves. They find it hard. They feel guilty. They feel like they're doing the worst thing ever. They will spend thousands on their kids. They will spend thousands on a spouse. They will spend thousands on shopping and home stuff and giving money to other people. But when it comes to investing in themselves, problem, they will find every excuse in the book because they don't feel like they're worthy. They don't feel like they have to justify. Oh, it was only £20. Oh, it was. Have you ever justified how much you spent on yourself? Have you ever said to, like, and you think, why am I even saying how much it costs? If you are a grown-up, like an adult, and you have worked for what you have, do you not believe that you deserve to invest in yourself? Do you not believe that you deserve to pour into yourself? Do you not believe that you deserve to give yourself the best shot at happiness in this one little life that we have to live? Do you not believe that you deserve to be the best version of yourself and grow daily? Do you not believe you deserve yourself? Like, I find it interesting that we work so hard, hours, 30, 40, 50, 60 hours. And at the end of that month, when that paycheck comes in, some of us still find it hard to treat ourselves, to even get our nails done, to treat ourselves, to even buy ourselves a shoe. I'm not even saying shoes. Buy one shoe this month, one shoe next month, if it makes you feel better. Do you not believe that in the years, I had a conversation with a lady this morning. I said, how much have you earned in your lifetime since you've been working? She's like, well, I've been on like 15 years. I've been on about 30, 35K a year. So you've been on 35K a year for the last 15 years. And for working 15 years, you cannot afford to buy yourself a shoe this month. That is a problem, a huge problem. And if you're in a situation like that, it means you need to take drastic action. She said, Nikki, tell me, what do I need to do? If you were in this situation, Nikki, what would you do? What would you do if you had nothing? Go back to what I said, listen, I don't need to hypothetically think. I remember when I had nothing. I remember when there was nothing that I had. In fact, it was less than nothing. It was minus. It was minus. Overdraft, loans, credit cards, you name it. I was there. And she said, Nikki, tell me, if you had to start again, what would you do? Now, I don't rate Grant Cardone. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Grant Cardone for some comments that he made last year. However, Grant Cardone did this experiment where he took everything away, like his private jets, his cars. Did you guys see that? He took everything. He stripped himself out, he shaved his head, and he moved to a whole different city with $20 or something crazy like that. And he was given a year to make $1 million. And at the end of the year, he made 3.5 million. That shows me you don't need money to make money. You need a mindset. You need a mindset of resilience, creativity, confidence. I said to this lady, listen to me. What you lack is not money, it's confidence. What you lack is not money, it's strategy. What you lack is not money, it's movement. You have to move. Where you lack in finance, you make up in movement. You make up in resilience. You make up in action. When you have money, you can turn things down. You can sleep till 11 o'clock. You can relax. You can say, no, I don't want to do that. No, I don't want to do that. No, I don't want to do that. But when you are in a desperate situation, you don't have time to pick and choose. When you get an opportunity, when God pushes something in your face, you say, okay, you want me to jump? How high, God? You show me. Show me the person that I need to follow and listen to. Tell me what I need to do, how I need to do it. Where you lack in finance, you make up in work ethic. You attach yourself to someone that has the blueprint that you desire, and you say, tell me what to do. Can you humble yourself? Where you lack in finance, you must make up in humility. That's a big one. Where you lack in finance, where you lack in resources, you don't need money to make money. This is crazy. You guys ain't even gonna understand this. Those of you that was at the event on Saturday, I didn't have no money. I didn't have no money. I built a £1 million property portfolio with no money. Someone told me how. It was confidence. I had the confidence to knock on that guy's door. I had the confidence to negotiate a deal. I had the confidence to buy something and sell it without me having the money. I had that boldness, that confidence. I read a book that gave me the strategy and I implemented. When most people will be too scared, fear of rejection, fear of being embarrassed, fear of someone saying, oh no, look at you, you're different, fear of someone calling me broke. I didn't have no fears, because when you have a goal, when you know where you're going, you weigh up the risk and say, listen, the risk is people are going to call me crazy. Listen, I've been taking risks since 12 years old. I got my first job at 12 years old on a market stall selling fruit and vegetables, saying pound every £1, while all my friends were walking past laughing at me with the little thing around my waist. But I knew the risk was my friends were going to laugh, but the reward was I could give my mum some money to put food on the table. I didn't care what people thought. I didn't care that my friends were laughing at me. I didn't care that while they were all going out, to each other's houses, I was after school working on that thing, because I knew what the reward was going to be. And some of us are so consumed about what other people think. Oh, I'm not going to call them. They're probably going to say no. They're probably going to laugh at me. They're probably going to say I'm a scam. They're probably going to, who cares? I understood numbers. I understood the law of averages. I understood if I picked up my phone and called 100 people in my phone and said, hey, look, I've just started a new business, right? I would really love your support. I have products ranging from £100 to £1,000. How much can you invest in my business? I'm going to send you some products. I am in a position right now where I'm launching and I need some supportive people. Can you support? If they say, no, I'm in a tight spot, do you know what? Thank you for hearing me out. Please don't forget me. If you do come in a position where you can support, please help me. Come back to me. Boom, I'm gone again. I'm dialing. You know why? Because I understand that when I've got a goal, I don't care what people think. I'm not scared of rejection. Rejection isn't a reflection of me. Rejection just means it's not right for that person, and I'm going to keep it moving. The fear of rejection, the fear of humiliation, the fear of other people's thoughts are too strong in our minds. Nikki, but I don't have the money. I said, okay, cool. Let me give you, do you guys want some play, some money and mindset mentor? We're doing mindset here, but I'm going to give you a play. Type play in the chat if you want to play. I'm going to pick anything around me right now, right? I'm going to pick anything around me right now. Let me find something. Boom. These are my bangles. Right? These are my bangles right here. Ain't nobody know where I got these bangles from. I got these bangles. They kind of match my earrings as well. Right? So you got my bangles and earrings. Let's pretend I have no money. I'm broke. I have not $1 in my bank account. I have internet though. I have internet. And I go on the internet. TikTok, Snapchat, WhatsApp, Instagram. I don't even know about TikTok, but guess what? I'm going to find a way. You know why? Because I need to make some money, and I heard it's happening over TikTok. So I'm going to create a TikTok account. I don't even know what's going on over there. I don't even know how it works. But I'm going to figure it out. You know why? Because successful people figure things out. And I'm going to go over there. And I got my bangles. I'm going to say, hey, look, these bangles here. I have these bangles for sale. I only have 20 sets of these bangles and matching earrings. I only have 20 sets. Now, by the way, you guys know this is all I have because these are my personal bangles and these are my earrings. I don't have no 20 sets. I have 20 sets of these bangles and earring sets. And once they're gone, they're what? Type in the chat for me. Once they're gone, they're gone. People are coming on my live. Why are these bangles so amazing? Listen, when you come into a room, people gonna hear you. Ain't nobody gonna miss you. And they're so sparkly, they're nice, they brighten up your arm. Every time I wear these, I have people connecting with me all the time. You know, I have these bangles and earrings, and for some reason, every time I wear these bangles and these earrings, I just have people connecting with me. I get business deals. I just feel so special and I deserve it. As a woman, I know that once a month, I'm gonna treat myself to an accessory that looks, you know, looks amazing. So I have these bangles and these earrings right here. And I'm telling you now, ladies, you don't even know where to get these from. They're not even available right now in this country, but your girl has them. I've had 20 sets. Just 20 sets. And just because I'm feeling generous today, this set, normally they come separately, and they are normally £40 each set, which would normally be £80. But just because I'm feeling generous, and this is my first TikTok live, I'm gonna do the 2 sets, wait for it, for £30. 2 sets for £30. And it's the first 20. Who wants the account? Go ahead and put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let me see if I get 20 people on here. Now, guess what happens, guys? Boom. 20 sales. I don't have any of these sets. In fact, the sets, they cost me £10 together. I just made £20 per set. For example. Now, I made £20 times 20 in the space of 5 minutes on TikTok with no product, no money. Now, these people now cash at me or they transfer me the money. I go on the site and I order them. You don't need money to make money. You just need confidence. You just need a product that you can leverage and you can begin to make money. Are you guys still awake? Because some of you are looking crazy right now, like, yo, Nikki, are you for real? Now, we're talking about bangles, right? Maybe the bangles isn't a thing. How about we do something else? How about we do something else? Maybe the £20 ain't exciting you per set here, right? But we just made £400 on TikTok with no money. We just had an accessory. Now, how about you could do that with anything? The point I'm making, ladies and gentlemen, you don't need money to make money. You just need confidence. You just need boldness. You just need a work ethic. Now, the first time you go on, you may not have anybody. You go on again. You go on again and you keep going on until you create that income for yourself. It's called leverage. But most people won't understand that because most people don't have the confidence because their mind is set on, I have to exchange my time for money. So if I went on for an hour and I didn't make no sale, that's not good. So in their mind, it's employee mindset. But what you don't realize is when one day you'll exchange 1 minute for the same amount of money that you're getting for a whole month. Are you guys feeling what I'm saying here when I'm talking about the fears? Some of us are fearing the wrong, some of us are in a domain that doesn't even make no sense. Your problem isn't money. The lady said, okay, Nikki, what would you do if you were me? I said, listen, the first thing I'd do is I'd get a mentor. Someone who I'm willing to learn from. Now, maybe you can't afford that mentor. There's 2 ways that you can get in. You either serve your way in or you pay your way in. Get yourself somebody who you can follow, that can give you a blueprint, that can say, listen, I ain't got no money right now. Tell me what to do. Can you get some products and services from somebody and say, listen, I'm willing to be a representative. I don't have no money to buy, but I'm sure going to be able to sell. Set up a meeting in your house. call some friends and family over. How many of you remember Ann Summers or Avon back in the day? We used to have a bunch of people in our house and we would show all these things and they would buy and they would order from the catalog and we'd make a bunch of money, right? You can think about those strategies and think, oh my God, I remember those back in the day. Do they still work? Yes. You just have to be creative. But here's the thing, you can't live in your fears. You can't live in other people's opinions. You can't live in rejection. You can't live in thinking, oh, I'm not good enough. You can't live in, oh, I've not had the results yet. I need to wait till I get results before I do this. And I can't, all of these excuses. I don't have enough money. I don't have enough time. I don't have enough this. I don't know about social media. I don't know about this. I don't know about that. It could be anything. We're using this as social media, for example, but it works in relationships too. It works in the workplace too. It works in everything. It's all about your confidence, your belief system. Can you walk into this week bold? Can you walk into this week knowing that you have no limitations? The only limitation you have is yourself. How are you able to leverage? How are you able to do what it is that you need to do without having any limitations in your mind? How can you create back-end? Listen, this should have been a whole masterclass. This is some free game. And there's somebody on this call that's going to take it and run with it. This is free game that I'm giving you right now. I'm teaching you how to leverage. I'm teaching you how to understand how the mind works. Whatever you tell yourself, you can become a millionaire overnight with no money if you learn to apply your brain. If you learn to apply systems and strategies. You don't need money. You need a mindset of a champion. What do you have in your hands right now that you can leverage? What do you have in your hands right now that you can leverage? But you have to become the person. You got to become the person that is worthy of that amount of income. You got to become the person that's confident enough to attract those persons. But the persons that's going to be attracted are not persons that are going to be attracted to someone that looks scared. There's someone that doesn't sound confident. I don't want to be mentored by someone who isn't confident. I don't want to buy from anybody that looks like they're just a bit airy-fairy. I want confidence, boldness. I don't want someone that's scared of taking risks. I don't want someone that's scared of, rejection or other people. Listen, we have to walk with a spirit of boldness in this season. And not too much sitting around planning. Do. The fear of making a mistake cripples so many people. Listen, hopefully I'm touching on someone's corn toe today. Hopefully I'm touching on someone's spot today. Fear of making a mistake. Oh, I don't want to do that in case I make a mistake. But you're on demo, babe. It doesn't matter if you make a mistake. It doesn't matter if you're making a mistake. You haven't put real money in. It's just a demo account. Fear of making a mistake. Listen, in life, if you don't learn to take risk, if you keep sitting in a place where you say, I don't want to make a mistake, you keep putting barriers in front of why you can't do things, barriers in front of why, listen, you're on the other side of your breakthrough. But that breakthrough is not going to come if you don't step into what it is. And so you have the person that has no idea, the person that doesn't even know what they don't know. You have the person that knows what they need to do, but they hide behind all these fears and these barriers and everybody's against them and they can't do it and they can't do this and they can't do that. And, this situation and that situation and, this person's sick and I'm sick and this person can't do this and this person's got this and baby father and husband and children, and there are so many. If we list every excuse in the book, we wouldn't do nothing. We wouldn't do nothing. There are no excuses in this season, just solutions. Find a way. Someone say find a way in the chat. Find a way. There is a way. It says where there's a will, there's a way. There's a way. There's always a way. There's always a way. And if your mind tells you you ain't going to find a way, you won't find a way because the word is seed. Word is seed. There's always a way. Don't tell me there's no way. That's why I don't have time for people that have excuses. There's no excuse. Find a way. You want it bad enough? Find a way. You make it happen. Make it happen. Find a way. There's always a way. There's always a way. The only time there's not a way when you don't want it bad enough. When you're hiding behind your fears, you're pretending you want it, but you really don't because you're scared of what's going to happen on the other end. You're scared of what's going to take place when you do take that step. but there's a way. There's always a way. Find a way. And then you have those people that know. They know what they know, and they do. They're good. They're good. They're listening. They're taking advice. They're getting on with it. They're growing daily. They're working. They may have their odd days where they need that little accountability, but they know. They know what they know. They know what they don't know as well, and they're growing and they're working and they're seeing results. And then you have those people that they don't even know what they know. That means they do it so well, it's on autopilot. It's subconsciously competent. That they just do it naturally. It just is a part of them. Sometimes someone says, well, how did you do it? They're so naturally at it, they can't even break down how they do it because they're doing it so natural. I urge you today, as we're talking about starting, you got the people that start, the people that don't even know to start. They don't even know where to start. They don't even know they need to start. You have the people that know that they need to start, and they make every excuse in the book why they don't start. You have the people that start and they continue and they keep growing and growing and growing. And you keep growing and growing and growing and growing and growing. And then you have the people that start and they do it so well, they don't even realize how competent they are. They do it just naturally. And those people, they finish. And we spoke last week about finishers. But in order to finish, you've got to start. There's no point saying you want it, right? I've seen people pay for stuff. I've seen people pay for my mentorship and do nothing. I've seen people pay for trading apps and do absolutely nothing. I've seen people commit and say and confess with their mouth that I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, and they do absolutely nothing. I remember, I don't know if Adina's on this call, she was booked on a retreat and she was like a week before, day before, she was like, I don't even know if I'm going. I'm like, crazy. Like, how on earth do you invest your time, money into something that you know you need, and then last minute you're having, I don't even know if I'm going to be able to make it, yo. Like, I don't even know if I believe I should be there. Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe it, because the fears have a way of starting to manipulate your mind to tell you that you don't deserve something. The fears will have you speaking badly about yourself. The fears will have you telling yourself that everyone's against you, that, you know, the system, the government, the ex, the baby father, the parents, the cousins, and the workplace, and the college, and the uni, and the world is against you. The fears will tell you don't deserve it. The fears will tell you not to start. The fears will tell you not to continue. The fears will tell you to stay the same. The fears will tell you that complaining is better than doing anything about it. But let me tell you this. If you dare to start, if you dare to go against the grain, if you dare to be a Nehemiah in this season who says, listen, I know I'm good, but I'm going to strive for great. I know there's greater for me. I know that there's a step that I need to take, and I've got to force myself into this. I cannot run away from what it is that I'm supposed to do, no matter how hard it seems, no matter how tough it seems, no matter what it looks like to other people, no matter other people's judgments, comments, positions on my life. I know that I have to start. I know that I have to continue. I know that I need to do this. We have to go into this week as starters with the intention to finish. Most people fail, not because they don't know what they should do. It's that they don't have the courage enough to do it. They don't have the tenacity and the boldness to go over the barriers that could potentially stop them from starting. And they allow their excuses, They allow the situations they're in to cripple them. Nikki, how do you have a mindset of such resilience? How are you so strong? Because I tell myself that I'm worthy. I tell myself that I'm not going back. I tell myself that part of my rebuild. Let me tell you some of the reasons why a lot of people can shy away from starting. They don't have enough people depending on them. Someone said to me today, Nikki, what's your why? Is it your children? No, my why is not my children. And I tell you this, your why isn't your children as well. A lot of you parents say your children are your why. Lie. You can cuss me tomorrow. It's fine. Your children ain't your why. Because if your children were your why, you wouldn't even need these calls. You'll be working every day. You'll be like, yeah, the children are my why. Let me go do what I need to do. Let me make all the calls. Hello. No, you don't. Because your children are not your why. The why isn't making you move. Listen, your why has to be yourself. You have to have so much pride in yourself that you're self-motivated, that you look yourself in the mirror every morning and you're proud of who you are as a person. That you are proud to be the mom, the woman, the man, the father, the granddad, the uncle, the friend, the co-worker, the manager, the leader, whatever it is, your why has to be your pride. The person that you are, the calling that you have over your life, the fulfillment that you have from living on this earth. When you have an innate reason to get up in the morning, ain't nothing can stop you. When you have a purpose, when you have a true purpose in life, some of you don't know your purpose yet. That's why you don't have that desire to show up every day. That's why you don't have that desire to be consistent every day, because no one's depending on you. If you disappear, who'd notice? Other than your internal family, who would notice that you haven't done that motivation reel on Instagram? Who would notice that you haven't showed up today? How much people are you impacting right now? Have you really discovered your purpose to the level that there's thousands of people or hundreds of people or tens of people that would need you to show up? You see, some of us can't just disappear because there's people depending on us to show up. When you have that level of accountability on your purpose, you ain't got time to worry about your fears. You ain't got time to sit in a pity party for too long. But when you're so comfortable hiding away, just you in your home, it's so easy to throw the purpose. It's so easy not to start. It's so easy to hide away. It's so easy to pretend that, oh, when things will get better, when I find the man of my dreams, when I have more money, when I can afford childcare, when my mom really starts to help me out, you can hide behind all those excuses. But when you have people depending on you, you haven't got that. So here's the reverse psychology. Find your tribe. Find the people that you serve. Find some people that can really hold you accountable. Find a domain, your purpose, your gift, so that you now can hold yourself. Listen, do you think that it's a coincidence that the people that have these big callings on their life are more consistent? Not that they're better than you. Is that they understand that there's so many people depending on them to show up that they can't afford not to start. They cannot afford not to finish. That's why so many people don't live in their calling, because they're scared. What if I can't stay consistent? What if I start and I can't continue? What if I don't have that muscle of resiliency? You can't live in shoulda, coulda, wouldas, and you can't live in what ifs. Life is too short. As we walk through this week, the charge is to move. It's move in May. The charge is to move, to start, to do what it is that you know you should be doing. Discover your purpose. Understand that through this journey of life, we only get one chance at it. And the moment that we realize that we have awoken for another day, we know that God is not finished with us yet. Ladies and gentlemen, the message for today is to start. The message for today is to walk boldly in who it is that you know you're supposed to be. Stop running away. Stop making excuses. Don't be those people that know. You know, the worst thing is when you don't know what you don't know, no one can blame you. But when you know, when you have a solid conviction and you know, and you fight what you know, and you make excuses to what you know, it's a very, very dangerous place to be, because you have the information. So don't be a knower and not a doer. Don't be somebody that that knows what you need to do, but fails to step up to the plate and do it, because it's a dangerous place to live. Let's walk this week as starters. Let's walk this week and command territories. Let's walk this week and know and accept and get ready for the blessing. I believe that this week, especially this weekend, for those ladies that are coming on the retreat, this week, there's going to be some serious breakthrough. This week, there's going to be some rebuilding happening. This week, there's going to be extraordinary favor. But you have to be able to step into it. You've got to be able to step towards what it is that you know that you deserve, that you know that you're worthy of. So I'm so super excited for this week. I know there's going to be testimony after testimony after testimony of what is about to take place. All right. You know, we're here each and every Monday, the same link, the same time, 9 p.m. UK time. All right. You know, put the alarm in your phone if you're here for the very first week. Go ahead inside the community, put your top 5 takeaways. All right. I read each and every one of them. I want to know that you've been blessed by the words that has come out of my mouth, transition from the Holy Spirit today. I'm so fired up. Just for a reminder for those of you that are inside any of the communities, that this weekend we have the retreat happening, the ladies retreat. We also have a trading retreat boot camp that is going to be happening in the UK in September. The applications have come out for that. If you're in the VIP, you would have had the application on the weekend. It is inside the VIP community in there. If you do want to apply for the trading bootcamp, then send me a message. I will be sending you out the application. I can only take 10. All right, I can only take 10 people, and this is where we're going to be trading together for 3 days and 4 days and 3 nights, I think it is, or something like that. It's going to be absolutely phenomenal. It's open to anybody who wants to be able to trade. We'll be trading 4 days, and I'll be teaching you how to chart up, how to look at entry points, how to be able to get yourself you know, really in position to really win on a big scale. We'll also have a private chef there as well, and all the niceties of our retreat, but it's going to be focused on trading. And it will be in the week so that the markets will be open, of course, and we will be trading. So that trading bootcamp, the application process has arrived. It is available to apply for now. Only 10 will be accepted. And we also have the applications available. So if you want that, just private message me. I will send you the application. You can go ahead and apply for that. We also have the Jamaica retreat in November. So that's in September. The Jamaica retreat is in November. The application process is going to close, I think, next week now. Because of a few things that we've had going on, we've let it overflow for another week or so, and then that will close as well. So there's a lot of things happening in the community. We also are trading live together tomorrow at 10 p.m. That's on a different link. And of course, we're also talking about the side hustles that you can start. I'll be talking about those 8 p.m. Tomorrow night on a different link as well. So whatever capacity you want to connect. And of course, if you want to be part of the VIP rebuild, that is ladies only. The membership VIP, we have one masterclass a month. We also link up. Shout out to the ladies that came out to dinner on the weekend. It was phenomenal to hook up with you all as well. But the Rebuild Community Mentorship is open. All right. So you can definitely go ahead and have a look for that as well. Okay. So it's phenomenal to see you all in whatever capacity that, you know, I serve and work with you all. It's great to have you on board. But for any more information on anything that we do, of course, the links will be in my social media bio. I am Nikki Sutherland. Okay, no underscores, no numbers, and I'll never ask you for money or Bitcoin in the DM. So please avoid the scammers. All right, so God bless you. Those of you doing your social media content, please, I hope you've taken it, because we are going to end this call now. I love you all, ladies and gentlemen. I will see you very, very soon. Ladies, rebuilders, I will see you in sunny Bournemouth on Friday, 5 p.m. in that car park. And be ready to transform your lives. Okay, the next retreat, the UK retreat, is the trading, but after that, the next one will be January next year. So if you missed out on this one, then definitely look to apply for the very next one. All right, God bless you all. See you all soon. Yes, hot tub and swimming pool is ready already. Love you lots all, guys. Take care. God bless. And I'll see you guys on the other side. Hit up the top 5 takeaways, okay? Let me see what you've taken away, what you're going to be doing. And if you're in the rebuild community, homework. That's all I'm going to say. All right? Take care. God bless.